fantastic weather day of baseball between the Beverly Panthers, Northeastern Conference rival Danvers Falcons. I'm Rich Francis, along with Al Visnick. We'll be bringing you all the action today. Al, about 15 minutes ago, it was sunny and beautiful, and now
April showers bring the Danvers Falcons over to Beverly.
Yes, and so, as they say, if you don't like the weather in New England, wait a few minutes, because it's going to change. So it's raining on us right now. Looking up at the sky, it looks like it's moving. These clouds are moving pretty quickly, but be prepared. We may end up in a delay or something like that. On the mound, we got Graham Gavin. He's going to be facing Parker Hamill. And as I said, with this rain, our scorebooks are going to get wet, so it might be hard to read some of the stuff that we're going to have. And that's in there for a strike. 1.
Wind's blowing in dead into our face here from center field, so should keep the balls from traveling too far.
Strike 2.
Beverly comes into today's game 3-3, trying to right the ship after a tough loss to Masconomet earlier in the week on Monday.
All right, and you can probably hear the rain coming down on us.
And the wind whistling through our microphones.
Bit of a squall coming through. And we're losing umbrellas already. And it's all outside.
And Rich, I didn't really check my contract before the game, but do we have combat pay for this kind of weather?
I don't think so. I don't see any lightning coming here, but I see a lot of rain. Umpire stopping everything. Ball's probably a little slippery. Batter stepping out of the box a little bit. In a matter of about 3 hours, we'll see all seasons. And struck him out.
Okay, Jonah Bellew there. I think he got a piece of that, Rich, and Jonah able to hang on to that.
Yeah. All right.
Nice pitch by Graham there, down and away.
Now we got Jack Kookaroo. His father, David, I believe I might have gone to high school with. Let's give me the ball. It's going to rain just enough, Al, for us to get wet and miserable. Well, the umpire is going to stop everything, so we're going to take a break here. And I don't know how we're going to handle this break right away. Hopefully, we'll jump in the cars. And the wind's really kicking up now. So we're going to move a little bit. We're going to take a quick break here. And we'll be back as soon as the action resumes. Jesus.
kind of salted.
Here, put that in there.
good for this.
We're in the first inning.
Kind of important.
Delay right there.
Also, their audio is coming through this camera, so it's literally everything.
So it's just a little bit of noise.
It's quite that bad. I'll call it a squall. New England term, right? Yeah, sure. So anyway, we got coming up to bat. We got Danny Pierce in the leadoff. Devin Kolosky batting 2-hole. 3 batter.
He's going to tell me when you're back up.
You gonna tell me when?
When you're back up.
You let us know.
Yeah.
Nice out now.
I know.
I mean, I'll take it off 5 minutes later. Charlie Salerno in the cleanup spot. Conwood. Take a McMahon.
Okay.
Outside for a strike. And it looks like we're back. We had a little issue there with the weather. Equipment got a little wet. We had to protect everything. We're in the bottom of the first. We got Devin Kolosky up. He's got a 2-1 count. The leadoff batter, Danny Pierce, had a base hit, but he just got picked off at first base. Graham Gavin pitching for the Panthers. 2 strikeouts, a walk, a ground out in the first inning for Danvers. That's a foul ball off his foot. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Rich Francis with Al Visnick here at Brother Roberts Field at Beverly High School. Al, that was quite an interesting little situation we had there.
Yeah, the weather's certainly interesting. I hope we have as interesting a baseball game as we've done with the weather, that's for sure.
So it pretty much looks, according to the weather forecast, that within the next 6 or 7 hours, we may have at least 3, possibly all 4 seasons today. Again, as we said in the first inning, this is New England, so if you don't like the weather, just wait a second. We had quite the downpour during that delay. The field pretty well taken care of, as we mentioned. Todd Rushton does a nice job of the field, drains fairly well. Ball up the middle, and they got Kolosky out for number 2, 4-3. If you're scoring at home, 2 outs. Casey McGrath coming up, the first baseman.
A lot of times it's hard, Rich, having that rain delay like that before you even get going to kind of regain your focus. If everybody's taken infield, outfield, and warmed up, ready to go, and now all of a sudden we're scrambling.
Well,
At least you and I were.
Yeah, there was a lot of scrambling going on. You got this, got him. Hip batsman. That'll put him on first base. We've got all this sophisticated equipment here that we were worried about getting wet, so we had to deal with that. We had umbrellas falling on people, and our cameraman Josh doing a nice job taking care of everything.
Ironically, the least sophisticated equipment we have is you and me.
You got that right. And ground ball second base, and he's going to flip it to second, and that'll end the inning.
An efficient 12-pitch inning.
All right, so give you a quick little recap. As we mentioned, Graham Gavin getting the start out on the mound for the Panthers. He struck out the first batter, threw a pitch, and then the rains opened up on us. And so then we had quite the break coming back. As Al, as you pointed out, it's tough getting back there. He walked the next batter, but then he struck out the next batter and got a ground out to get out of there in a 16-pitch inning. And you just saw what happened with the Panthers right there. The Panthers had a hit, caught stealing, hit batsman, and 2 ground outs at second base to go along with it. So we are now in the second inning, and we're just going to hope that the heavens stay dry and maybe even be able to take the jacket off, the foul weather gear.
Once we dry out a little bit, a little damp here, but that's okay.
Yep, that's true.
Just crazy stretch of weather there, but hopefully things will stay calm, like you said. I think I'm not sure if we ran through the Panthers lineup before we went off, but we got Joan and Beverly behind the dish, Casey McGrath at first, Danny Pierce at second, Jay Ray, Johnny Reyes at short, Connor Connolly playing third today, Salerno Koloski and McManus in the outfield, and want to give a little bit of shout out to our left fielder, Charlie Salerno, who I understand turned 16 years old yesterday, Rich.
Yeah, I saw that. His mom posted it on the social media.
So happy birthday to Charlie. And it looks like we have Nick Robinson, the DH for the Falcons, leading off.
Gavin's in the dirt, pitch number 1. We got a few interesting things from the boosters, baseball boosters. We'll talk about between innings, food drive, golf tournament, all kinds of stuff going on. It looks like our seats have dried now. We can take a seat again, Al.
Oh, the wind's still blowing, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a strike. 2-1's the count. Gavin wings that in there. Evens it up at 2. And as you could probably hear through our microphones, the wind is still blowing. That's going to be a foul ball out of play.
Last year's battles, Rich faced, saw a couple lefties throwing. Noah Guanci, big lefty for Beverly, now at Endicott College, and Joel Zemagis, who I believe is at the Winchendon Academy throwing.
Yep.
But boy, those guys, couple of great arms in the NEC, so changing of the guard quite a bit this year.
Yep. Ground ball third base. Connolly can't handle it. And that's going to be a runner for Danvers.
Yeah, tricky little hop for Connor there.
Kind of got
it looked like he tried to backhand it, kind of a little caught in the middle. Those are tough, Do you sit back? Do you come get them? Do you try to make your own hop? But the ball won on that one.
And it wasn't really a hard hit ball, so he was going to have to rush that throw anyway. But we end up with a run around first base, and the batter now is the pitcher, Wodarski. We didn't get much of a scouting report on this team. I don't know.
We know that the Falcons are still searching for their first win of the season, coming in at 0-4. We know their big righty, Mike Maroney, is one of the top pitchers in the league this year. And other than that, I think their catcher, Josh Henry, caught as a freshman last year, if memory serves me right. That's a close one.
Safe, yeah. So Wodarski, if I am correct, it's not a common name in the North Shore. He had two older brothers, twin brothers. He also had a sister who played ball in the area. His two older brothers played against my son, at least, in the Little League tournament. They went and played ball over at St. John's Prep. They were pretty good ball players there. So, and their father, Chris, was a pretty good high school ball player, played in college as well. So there's good lineage there for Wodarski. That's going to be a strike to Beckett. Quick little snap over there. Safe. Making Robinson work over there. Getting him dirty. Looks like he might have hurt himself a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's might have hurt his shoulder diving back. I don't know what that's like. All right, so we got a 2-1-1 count.
1-1, yeah, according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, the scoreboard, I believe, is correct. Oh, throwing over again. Oh, another close one.
Yeah, good job by Graham going back there after he's kind of, thinking about his shoulder, seeing if he can maybe get a loss of focus and get a pick there. He shortened up his lead, though, since that happened.
That ball's upstairs. Bellew doing a nice job helping to get it.
That thing was going up in a hurry.
Yeah, Graham throws pretty hard, and if you're not on your toes behind the plate, the ball is going to end up in the backstop sometimes. That's a strike throwing down. Strike two.
And snap throw there from Jonah Bellew. But
2-2
Robinson
count.
gets back in time.
2-2 count. No outs. Run around first. Beckett Wodarski, throwing over again. They're really worried about Robinson going, it looks like. Either that or Graham just has an axe to grind as a kid. I don't think that's the case, but. And
a little low. Got a full count.
Full count.
No outs, 3-2. Rich, you sending the runner here, or are you?
I don't think so. I don't think they will, but especially if you keep on doing that. See, this is where Graham's got to hurry and get back on the rubber and pitch it quick before he can get himself set.
If he's a good contact hitter, we might see him go.
Yeah. Punch the ball to right field, but he's not.
Heads up. No, right off the roof of the car that had a nice vantage point during the rainstorm.
Right, yeah.
Now they pay the price with the ball to the roof.
Well, I'm parked back there, too. I saw that. I was a little worried, but not quite. I got that telephone pole there. There's a slight protection. And the runner goes, and the ball's to the backstop, but the runner wasn't able to see that.
Interesting that he didn't go in the last pitch that he fouled off, but went on that one.
Yeah. So you wonder, Al, if the wet field and everything, wet dirt, is playing any role in the grip for the pitcher, as we've seen a lot of pitchers sail high.
Yeah, not only is it windy, but the drop in temperature,
Yeah.
might have something to do with that, too. But boy, oh boy, that wind is certainly still howling.
Yeah. As is the case most of the season while we're up on this hill. Next week, Al will be over at the pit, the softball field, calling a game.
Yeah, BevCam going to be able to figure out how we're going to get our cameras out there and get a chance to see Megan Sudak and the Beverly softball team off to a good start this year, I believe.
Yeah. Kind of interested to figure out where they're going to put the camera. because if you ever go to the games, as he squares them on, if you ever go to the games, you notice a lot of parents stand out in center field. And they're pretty vocal, so it could be interesting.
So we better watch what we say, or?
No, we better have the beep, the beep for the crowd.
We're going to need the 7-second delay, FCC delay.
Yeah, so this is Chase Richmond up at bat. And he's swinging away.
So Graham has 7, 8, 9. Chase Richmond, Brendan Glowick, and Greg Soames. And he's going to need to be tidy here if he's going to keep the Falcons at bay.
And that's going to help his cause right there.
That's the first one for him. Big K there.
Yep. Glowick now, the first baseman. I'm going to have to go back to my notes because my book is wet, so I can't tell what his first name is.
His first name is Brendan.
Oh, Brendan. Okay. That and bad penmanship have something to do with that.
Ooh, that was a little generous call for Graham. I think that was a little up.
You know, Al, the bad penmanship, it's a sign of a lot of coaches.
Well,
try to read the lineups.
You did get the first names off of game changes.
That's
so
true, yeah. No, I'm talking about my own penmanship.
Got an 0-2 count.
I believe it was Einstein who said that bad penmanship is a sign of genius.
Okay. I don't doubt it.
Or maybe I said that.
Or maybe you believe that.
Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, it's one of those don't believe everything you see on the internet. That was Abraham Lincoln who said that.
Going.
Runner's going.
Oh, we struck him out.
Yep, struck him out looking.
And it looked like Jonah came up looking ready to throw to second.
It
At least he was looking that way.
like I thought he was looking to third. I don't know if the third baseman wasn't ready for it or the batter was in his way.
In his way in that batter's box, yeah. It is a tough throw for a catcher there.
Yeah. And that's why you steal third base, as we see what the Beverly Panthers do so often. That's going to be in there for a strike.
Graham working hard to rally back here. Has struck out the 7 and 8 batter.
Going to strike out the side.
It's up 0-2. One strike away from getting out.
Yeah. After letting on the first two batters, Graham hoping to try to get out of this thing. With this pitch right here. And that's going to be a ball. Doesn't get it yet. Pitch counts about twice as much as he had last inning.
He's up to 23 already. He had 16, so this will be his 40th pitch.
Okay.
Just
Ball
outside.
2-2. 2-2. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Two's a wild today. And the pitch. And he gets him to swing at it in the dirt, and that'll end the inning. Gavin got himself in trouble to start, but he got himself out of it after 40, what did you say, 41 pitches now?
41, right, 25 that inning for a total of 41. Rich Matt Williams, who does a great job covering baseball and other sports up here on the North Shore, put out his first list of league leaders, and both Graham Gavin and Micah McManus made the list for strikeouts. If memory serves me right, Micah had one more than Graham, and Graham already with 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings.
Yes, so they'll be battling each other for supremacy in the K's. Micah pitched a heck of a game the other day against Saugus. Had 11 strikeouts, I believe it was. No, wow,
2-1 win.
2-1 win, yes.
Walk-off win.
Walk-off win, and it was actually Micah who was the winning run.
Winning run, right? Casey McGrath double.
Yep.
Micah with the bounding ball that the shortstop threw away. He went to second, stole third, throw glanced off the third baseman's glove in the left field, and
In a John Cahill special, stealing third, and you end up getting a run out of it.
well,
As Coach Cahill likes to steal third quite a bit. We've talked about that. Coach Cahill probably doesn't want us saying that for any teams that are scouting, but if they're going to watch the game, they can figure it out on their own.
Let's John now in his fourth or fifth season here at Beverly High. I think that cat's out of the
Yeah,
bag
the
already.
NEC pretty much knows how he does things.
But you got to put pressure on the defense, and when you have a game like that,
Yeah, especially early in the season. Sometimes you get younger players who aren't ready for that kind of stuff. They may not see it as much. Take advantage of a sleeping third baseman or something like that. All right, so we got Connor Connolly now, the third baseman. Speaking of third baseman. And that's going to be a strike one to Connor. Wodarski had, 12 pitches last inning? Well, I
that's
think.
correct. 12 is right.
Yeah, that's upstairs. Al, we were wondering if the ball might have had something to do with those high pitches, but maybe it's the mound. Maybe the mound's a little wet. Because we did notice that they didn't run the tarps out there.
Yeah, they probably were not expecting much in the way of rain, but
Foul ball out of play.
you would have thought with the rain delay it wouldn't have taken that much to keep it even drier.
Or the forecast.
Well, we have had a lot of rain, but I picked up a little tidbit from Mike Wonkum last night on Channel 5 News Weather, because
That's going to be a ball 2-2.
there was a brush fire yesterday, and one might ask, with all the rain we've been having, how can we have a brush fire?
Yep.
Well, what happens is, Rich, is with the low humidity at this time of year and the wind, it dries out the leaves.
Yes.
And
The
we
soil's
don't,
wet,
and
but
we
the
don't,
leaves
and
are
we don't
dry.
have the canopy of the leaves are out on the trees yet,
Okay,
so that
okay.
moisture evaporates on the top, and bango. But
Okay, there you
once
go.
the leaves come out on the trees, the risk for brush fires goes down.
Okay. A lot more green, too, right? Yeah, I get you. All right, well, that's good to know. Thanks, Al, for that little tidbit.
Every day you can learn something. It's a
Yeah.
good day, and that's what I learned yesterday, a little meteorology.
Should always try to learn a little something when you can.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
That is true.
Who said that? That wasn't Abraham
I
Lincoln,
think it was
it?
KRS-One of Boogie Down Productions. You must learn.
All right, Micah McManus looks at a ball, gets up 1-0.
Hell, you know who would have got that reference? Your buddy Chris Hemsey. He would have got it.
Of course he would have.
Oh, pulls it back. Inside pitch, ball 2. Runner on first. No outs.
I wonder if that was a fake bunt to see what the defense was going to do.
Yeah, it could be. Well, unless he's playing small ball, trying to make something happen. Swinging away. Yeah, that ball's going to be out of play. 2-1's the count. As we mentioned, McManus was the guy getting it done last game. And I'm going to see a foul ball. That might be playable, but it
stays
is.
in.
It makes a nice play.
Nice job over there by the Falcons' third baseman, Mike Maroney. Mike found the fence over there with his right hand and was able to make the play.
That's how they coach you, right? When you get close over there, get your other hand out, feel around.
Yeah, that was high enough. So, sometimes they're not as high in that situation, and you try not to crash into the
Roll
fence.
over. Be safe.
But with the height of that, he absolutely had time to do that.
Yep.
And that wind probably helped a little bit.
Yeah, the wind
Keep
probably
it.
kept it in the field. Slide step. And first strike.
There's that high strike again. Looks like that's going to be on the board today. Consistent with that.
One strike on the batter. Jonathan Reyes. J. Ray, the shortstop. Outside. That one was just a little farther out. Doesn't look like Connor's going anywhere over at first base, so Becky could probably focus on the batter. Slide step.
And there,
that's
as you
a
said,
fly
come on,
ball.
keep going. No, it's going to hang up.
And handles it. The wind just kind of
Boy,
kept it up there.
I thought that was low and in the gap. And, boy, that just hung and hung
Yeah.
and hung and hung.
So that'll be out number 2 as we see Mike Giello coming up. Giello, the DH, he's come up with a few big hits in the early part of the season. Wind is definitely blowing. Throw over. This pitcher's really focusing on these runners quite a bit, Al.
Yeah, it looks like it's setting up to be a low-scoring game, and it looks like that both teams are playing it that way. So,
yep, that's a ball low. On deck is Jonah Bellew. Jonah's got a pretty good on-base percentage. And you know, Al, what's the key to good on-base percentage?
getting on base.
The quab.
Well, not every quab lands you on base, however.
That's true. That is true. But we know the Bellews are all about the quab. Breaking ball in for a strike.
That dropped in nice. Mike Giello, one of the senior captains here at Beverly High School. He's had a lock on that DH position, I think, for all the games we've covered.
Ball in the dirt, and the run is going. Throw it down, and he's going to get in there.
That's kind of interesting. The ball hit the dirt, and the umpire threw his hands up like time was out. Threw both hands up. Well, I'm not sure why he did that.
You know, that might explain why the fielders weren't there.
I don't understand that. I thought it maybe hit him when it hit the dirt. And that's what he called it dead, but...
2-2's the count to Giello. And he's going to rip that. Base hit. They're going to send the runner. The ball gets cut off, and the throw
relay.
Oh, I thought he might have got in there.
I had to tip my hat to Danvers there, Rich. That was perfectly well executed. Came up on one hop to the right fielder, Bryce Clark, who threw a seed to the first baseman, Brendan Glowick, and just a perfect relay home to the catcher, Josh Henry. And I think we're right about that low-scoring game, at least so far.
So if you score in that one at home, it's a 9-3-2 on the relay. Good job by the first baseman gathering the ball, turning, listening to the call. He had time to make the throw. Connor got in there. It was a good slide.
Yeah, great head first slide. We were waiting for a second to see if maybe he got a hand in there, but...
Yeah, and, you know, a situation like that... did a nice job sliding to try to get it around it, but they called him out.
Yeah, similar to the Danny Pierce leaning the wrong way, right? Those you usually don't get, even if you do get a hand in.
Now, you know, the other thing is, Al, we're up here on the hill, and everything looks pretty good for us. But when you're down there in front of the plate as the umpire, you probably have a better.
And one other major difference that needs to be called out, Rich, is you and I are what we're referred to as homers. Never mind the eyes, we're homers. And, the umpire is thankfully more partial than we are. We've never seen a Beverly kid making out yet. So.
No, not at all. These umpires are just terrible. I try to see myself as a little impartial, but I'll call it for what it is. Again, you know, like I said, the play itself looked like Connor got in there, but where we are, we can't see where the tag is applied. So I'm gonna go with the guy who's closer to the plate. I'm gonna let him have that call. All right, so we're back to the top of the order, right? Yep, we got Parker Hamill, Jack Kukuru, and Mike Maroney. right, the wind's picking up again. So we did mention a couple of things with the boosters. They are doing a food drive. They're collecting macaroni and cheese, boxed macaroni and cheese. Please don't bring down a tray of freshly made mac and cheese. Boxed mac and cheese. That stuff will go to Beverly Bootstraps. They'll be collecting today if you feel like coming down.
Yeah,
I doubt that's going to happen.
Ian brought a bucket down.
Yep. Saturday we'll be here for the completion of the Gloucester game that went into extra innings and was delayed because of darkness. So we'll be down here for that 2 o'clock start. That game may not last very long, who knows. And then they'll be heading down to Gloucester to play the second part of that quasi doubleheader. We'll be again here on Thursday for the next home game, so you can always bring the stuff back down on that day too. That ball's upstairs. Get a 1-1 count. And 1-2 with the strike. And you're going to want to pay attention to our middle of the inning announcement on the golf tournament that we talked about. I know you're a big fan of that tournament, Al. That's a fly ball to right field, and he's going to not get to it. That's going to be a double, maybe more. Nope, they're going to hold him at second.
That ball just kept tailing and tailing and tailing away from Micah. I thought it would tail so much it would go foul, but it found a way, found some green grass.
I think the wind might have helped that. I didn't think it was going to go as far as it did, but yeah, we got a leadoff runner on base for the second inning in a row. Runner on second, Jack Kukuru up. I'm going to be in there for a strike. Inside, strike two.
Nice job there. That's a tough pitch.
Yeah, we usually don't see that inside pitch. We see a lot of those outside strikes called. We don't see the inside one so much. And Graham just throws the fastball by him for strike three. Out number one here in the third inning. Michael Maroney now batting. Maroney's the third baseman.
Made that nice play in the foul ball last half inning.
Focus, worried about that runner on second. Get him back a little bit. Don't give him too much of a lead. Again, as you said, Al, this looks like it could be a low-scoring game, so you're really going to keep that guy getting off base too far. And that's going to be a foul ball.
High on the first
Can't really
side.
see, and it's out of play.
Rich, want to give a BevCam shout-out to JV coach Mike Levine, who is tuning in from Wisconsin.
Okay.
Be hard to coach a game from Wisconsin, so.
Well, if anyone could find a way, it would be Coach Levine.
Might have the comm set going.
Yeah, there you go.
He's looking for the chat function on the YouTube channel, but we're not able. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know, Coach. Maybe not the chat. Maybe in the comments. I don't know. That ball's upstairs. Or you can just text Al, Coach, and let us know what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
We can always throw it in.
I'll relay it.
One's the count. Runner on second. One out. Ground ball to short. Bobbles it. And he's not going to get him. Thought he might have looked over to third on that, but didn't field it clean, so he wasn't going to get him. It's going to be an error on the shortstop.
Yeah, I think it's one of those plays that sometimes happen is when that, obviously on that ball as a base runner, you usually aren't going to third when it's to the right of you.
Yep.
So maybe that he was trying to make something happen before he actually got the ball.
Yeah. So first and third, Foul ball out of play. Runner wasn't going. Bryce Clark, the batter.
Bryce grounded out to Danny Pierce in his first at bat.
Yep.
A 4-6-3 double play would work here for the Panthers.
And the runner's going. The fake to third. And nice play right there. Oh, but they couldn't get the play to work. Graham had the runner going. And he threw to short. And then the runner on third went. The throw home was a little high and off the mark. That's going to allow the run to score. So we got a stolen base.
2 stolen bases, technically.
Yeah, that's true. So
Ball's hit to left field,
still
Rich.
home. And the play in, that ball is foul. The Panthers dodged the bullet right there. What we got for a count? 1-1?
I think that was the first pitch to hit bat. I don't think he ever delivered one.
Right.
Did he?
I think you're right.
If the scoreboard's right, it's 0-1.
Yeah, you may be correct there, sir. All right, so we got a runner on second, 1 run in, so it's 1-0 Danvers. 1 out. Bryce Clark up at bat. Breaking ball down for a strike. So that'll go down as an unearned run, I believe.
I believe you are correct.
Okay, got a little break here. Don't know what the issue is.
Casey's pointing at something. Casey McGrath.
Okay. All right, so the little conference by the umpires. And that, Al, I gotta appreciate the blazer that the umpires got.
Classic look.
Classic look. I like that. The only thing that would make that even more retro is you'd have the blocker.
Ooh, the big balloon. Emmett Ashford.
And that ball's going to be hit to right field. That's a base hit. Runner's coming home. He bobbles in right, so that's going to let the run score. It probably would have scored anyway.
Absolutely. And our first RBI of the game as the Falcons go up 2-0.
So we got a runner on first. 2-0, 1 out. And we got Nick Robinson coming up. Robinson reached on base on an error his last at-bat. Throw over, and Casey coming off the bag, getting to it. Nice job by Casey, showing some agility out there. That's in there for a strike. Graham's got to be careful out there. I don't think he came to a pause, a full stop on that. Does this time. That ball's outside. Bill, you can't get to it. Runner's going to advance on the wild pitch. Graham's over 50 pitches now, right, Al?
I have him at 52. This will be his 53rd.
That's a foul ball. Strike 2. 1-2 is the count.
Rich talked about Matt Williams' leaderboard. One of the categories that he publishes has to do with innings pitched in the season.
Yep.
And
he fouled it up, but Jonah held on to it. Struck him out.
that is
Second
his
strikeout
seventh
of the inning.
strikeout of the afternoon. 7 Ks in 3 innings. But unfortunately, 2 runs have been plated. Graham nor Micah or anyone else on the Beverly staff was on that list.
And that ball's going to be a fly out to second base. Pierce makes the play to end the inning. But after 2.5 innings, The Danvers Falcons pick up 2 to take a 2-0 lead. All right, so I'm telling you about golf tournament. Let me grab my notes. So from the BHS baseball team, love golf or just love to support BHS baseball? Save the date, Monday, June 10th, for our second annual BHS baseball golf tourney, the Coach Linehan Cup. Coach Cahill and lead tournament guy Jesse Blank are putting together another awesome event. Coach Karakudis' team won last year. Coach Karakudis, Matt Karakudis, basketball coach. Who knew Matt could play golf too? Either that or he brought in some ringers. I don't know. I have an event link here on my phone. Doesn't help you at all, but you can go to boostersbhsbaseball@gmail.com for registration to play and to sponsor the event. We have many returning sponsors and are looking for additional ones this year. If interested, please reach out to boostersbhsbaseball@gmail.com. Let's go, Panthers.
Very good, Rich. That was good reading, man.
Thank you.
That was a great script. Whoever wrote that, and you follow that to a T. I'm impressed.
I can read. You can be proud of me.
I am impressed.
All right, so we got what do we got coming up here? Jonah Bellew, his first at bat of the day, catcher. Again, Jonah, sophomore. We get 2 sophomore catchers on this team. Jonah getting the start, and that's a fly ball. First baseman camps under it, and he's going to be out.
1 pitch, 1 out.
That's always nice for the pitcher when you can get an out on 1 pitch. Wodarski's under 25 pitches so far. Now we see Danny Pierce. Danny got a base hit to start the game, but got taken off the bases on a nice pickoff move by Wodarski. Ooh, breaking ball. That one buckled him a little bit. Pretty good breaking ball right there from Beckett. Danny's the second baseman. That ball's upstairs. Ball 1.
See if Beverly can get something going here in the top of the order here. See if they can answer at least half that lead here.
And that ball's in the dirt.
Panthers have been struggling a little bit scoring runs the last couple of outings here. Be nice to see the boys get the bats going a little bit.
Al, it looks like I just noticed there's a lacrosse game going on. I can't tell who's playing. Ground ball to short. That's going to be a tough one. Danny's going to have to hustle down, and they got him. Nice play by the shortstop, Chase Richmond, excuse me. 6-3. Second out. Devin Kolosky now. Devin grounded out to second base his last at bat. Kolosky last year was the leadoff guy. He started the season as the leadoff guy. Now he's batting in the 2 spot. I wonder how much of that has to do with, as you said, the Panthers struggling at the plate right now.
Yeah, Devin's a guy who went on the base paths. He runs the bases very well, has great speed.
Yep, ball 2. Yeah. But he's also one of the more solid at-bats in the lineup, so you figure maybe you can use him, as an RBI, move guys around kind of guy. Ball 3.
And he does hit a lot of balls to the right side, as we talked about before.
Which is really what you like from your number 2 hitter.
Yeah, if you can get your leadoff batter on and you hit behind him, you get first and third, or guy on second with 1 out. But right now, we need him to start a little bit of 2-out magic here.
Yeah. And, well, that's a good way to get it started. Get yourself on base. Got Casey McGrath coming up. Casey got hit by a pitch his last at-bat.
Would not be at all surprised if Casey gives him a chance to steal second base and get into scoring position. Let's see how close he keeps him over there.
Slide step, breaking ball in for a strike. It's tough to get a jump with that slide step. Wodarski's used that quite a bit today.
Back.
Throw over. Devin kind of crawling back on that one.
Yeah, it looked like Devin had that read pretty well. I think he
Yeah.
has another step in that lead, to be honest with you.
And nice little frame job right there by the catcher.
Wow. Yeah, he pulled that in about 6 or 8 inches.
Yeah.
So now we don't have to worry about that. Casey letting him do anything because
Yeah.
Casey has to protect the plate now, 0-2.
Breaking ball, and he got him.
Got him inside his hands.
Yep.
Good pitch.
Very good pitch. And that's going to be out number 3. So after 3, we got the Danvers Falcons with a 2-0 lead over the Panthers. Beckett Wodarski dealing on the mound. Wodarski, how many pitches you got him out of?
43 after 3 innings. So 13 pitch inning.
And Graham Gavin coming back out to the mound.
Yeah, Graham's coming back out. Where are we in Danvers order here? He's going to face 7, 8, and 9. We struck out the last 3 batters to get out of the first jam he had in the second inning. Rich, back to Coach Mike Levine, the JV baseball coach here at Beverly High School, is also the coach of the Beverly American Legion Post 331. And what Mike wanted to let me know, due to way roster composition is here in Beverly, you're able to draw from some budding towns that do not have a Legion program.
Okay.
There's going to be a few boys from the Danvers squad here who will be playing for Beverly Post 331. Henry, Clark, Nugent, and DiChiara will be playing for Mike Levine this summer. Always fields a solid team, competitive. A couple of years removed from the dream season and a trip to the World Series, but always fields a solid and competitive summer team nonetheless.
Okay, so it looks like our scoreboard camera is down, so just give you a quick little update. It's the top of the 4th. Danvers leads 2-0, and there's your update right there.
Chase Richmond, the shortstop, who made a nice play last inning, comes up to bat here as Graham Gavin gets ready to deliver pitch number 62 of the afternoon.
Yeah, that ball's down in the dirt. Ball 1. Foul ball back into the screen. You say, what's he have for pitches?
He just delivered his 63rd.
63, okay.
Second pitch of the inning.
And that ball's outside. Ball 2, 2-1. And the pitch. And the ball's going to be down and away. Ball 3. I don't think we can blame anything now on the field conditions. I think everything's probably drained and dried by now. Hey, you called that a strike?
He did indeed, and Chase was on his way to first base. I don't think the umpire probably appreciated that.
And looking at Graham's reaction, I think he was kind of walking off the mound as if it was a walk too. But
and now it is officially.
Okay, so.
Yeah, looks like Coach Millay coming out to make a trip here. That's not the part of the order that you want to issue free passes to, for sure. And yeah, I agree with you in terms of the moisture, but boy, this wind is whipping, and the fall start. There's a lot of things going on here. Trying to settle them down a little bit, get them to be a little bit more efficient, and see if you get them through the 4th here before they go to the pen.
Yeah, I don't see any action in the bullpen. Not that I could really see it all that well anyhow. But.
Yeah, screened by the hill.
Yeah. All right, so we got runner on first. He's batter squares, throw over.
Brendan Glowwick, the first baseman, who had that beautiful relay to cut down Connor Conley at the dish. Got to give props to the good plays when I see him, Rich.
Absolutely. And he did that. That was textbook. He rounded it the right way. He turned his body. Runner's going. Belly with the throw down and not going to get him.
Just a little bit high. Johnny Reyes, nice job pulling it down, make that close. But probably needed to be just a little bit low. A good release by Jonah.
Yep.
But Danvers has another runner in scoring position with no outs.
Yeah, Glowick's not going to have to bunt to move the guy over. They might bunt him to third.
Never know.
Not that pitch.
Fake bunt, see if the third baseman bites. You never know.
Yeah, I think they're holding the third baseman, which means a bunt down the third baseline might actually get everybody where they need to be. The ball sails high. Ball 2. Runner on second, getting himself a good lead. Really doing a nice job of distracting the pitcher. Strike with a breaking ball.
That's strike 3.
Yes,
First out of the inning.
That's a big out right there. If Graham can repeat that, it'll be in pretty decent shape. As you pointed out, he struck out these 3 batters the last time through the order. Wind's picking up quite a bit. That's a strike. Was that a strike?
No, it was ball outside.
Oh, okay. Thought I saw his
No,
hand go.
you're right. You're
Okay.
right. You're right. The scoreboard said strike.
Yep. Yeah, the wind's really picking up now. And that ball's outside, gets to the backstop. The runner is going to move to third. No need to bunt anybody over.
Rich, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting kind of cold up here.
Well, we didn't completely dry off after that rain. So, ground ball to second. Pierce can't get to it. And the run's going to score.
Infield was in on that.
Yeah.
Probably Danny had some thoughts of maybe having a play at the plate, but the ball was hit far enough to the hole and bounding away.
Yeah.
But unable to come up with it. So he reaches there on the error, and another unearned run has come in. Well, I don't know. Is that an unearned run or not? Probably not, right?
No, the run probably would have scored anyway.
Anyways, right.
But we're going to run around first. 1 out. Leadoff guy, Parker Hamill. Foul ball into the backstop.
Oh, and a nice catch by Patrick Conley. Connor's dad takes it off the screen barehanded.
He'll go home and ice his hand after.
I think he's okay.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
the net took the sting out of it.
All right, okay. And can't get the frame. Another ball.
Of course, Patrick's wife Jody has the baseball genes on her family with Bobby Jellison.
Okay, right.
It's played here for Mike Levine Legions over at Salem State right now.
And he's played a number of games against the Panthers at the high school level.
It is. And I believe he plays for our coach, Coach Cahill, with his North Shore League team.
Okay. And the run is going. Throws, sails, can't get him. That was a ball, I believe.
I got the count of 2-2 according to the scoreboard.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he called that a strike. Okay. Runner on second now, 2-2. And that ball is going to get foul, I believe, and it does.
Just barely.
Yep.
Almost looked like it was going to be the same ball that went for a double earlier in the game.
And it was Hamill who had hit that ball.
Right, exactly. That's why it looked the same.
Yeah.
Same bat, same guy.
Yeah. Ball coming off. Oh, thank you. Fly ball center field. Kolosky has to come in, dive, and makes the catch. Nice catch by Kolosky with the dive.
Really nice catch by Devin, and the wind just ate that alive.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball, and it just died on him. Nice job there, making the catch. Runner does not advance. Jack Kukuru up. Kukuru with a walk and a K today. Ground ball, first base. McGrath makes the toss over, and Graham gets to it. Let him on it.
Let him to the end zone.
Here you go, kid. Go
line.
get it. And gets the runner, gets the batter out to end the inning, but another run crosses the plate for the Falcons to make it 3-0.
I got 19 pitches that inning, Rich, for a total of 80.
Okay. Good chance that'll be the end of it for Graham today. Maybe not, but, most likely. Panthers got coming up. Charlie Salerno, Connor Connolly, Micah McManus, J. Ray, Jonathan Reyes, Mikey Jello, and Jonah Bellew.
All right, the hitting struggles continue for the Panthers. Run production is something that has been lagging behind, but I'm feeling positive about this inning because I have to do something because this wind is killing me. I need my mittens. My nose is running.
Yeah.
I can't feel my fingers. It's tough here, folks.
Yeah, it's tough. The guys get paid the big bucks. They're in a nice warm booth. No nasal issues. We don't get that luxury. Maybe we can ask Alf when they put the lights here at the stadium that they can put a press box up here on the up on the hill.
Let's hope that gets voted in.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it. It's progressing anyway.
Yeah, I think it's due to be spoken about. I'm not sure where that is actually with any type of vote or decision making. As with anything like that, I'm sure there'll be some concerns for the neighbors here on Herrick Street with the lighting.
Fly ball. Wind might mess around with it, but Maroney's there, and he gets the out.
Another one pitch, one out start.
All right, so we get Connor Connolly up. Connor walked his last at bat. Ground ball to Maroney. Scoops it. Makes the throw. Off the bag a little bit, but he's able to hold the bag. Out number 2.
2 pitches, 2 outs. Panthers are still looking for their third hit of the afternoon. Just 2 hits through 3 and 2/3 innings.
Yeah.
Brings up the right fielder, Micah McManus.
Dusky efficient on the mound today. And that's a strike. Micah flied out to third base. That play you were talking about earlier. Last at bat. Grooves that in for a strike.
Yeah, he's quickly down 0-2. Henry set up outside.
And he struck him out to end the inning.
Perfect location there. 5-pitch inning.
As we said.
Efficiency plus.
Yeah, quite. That one moved along pretty quickly. So for the people who are kind of cold, they appreciate those quick innings.
But as mentioned earlier, I am a homer, so Beckett, I'm not that cold. You can certainly struggle to find a dish would be okay with me. But nice inning for the right-hander from Danvers.
Yeah.
And Graham is back out there for the 5th. Looking around, I don't see any changes at all for the Panthers, either on the mound or in the field. The only thing I feel is the change of the direction of the wind, now blowing a little more from left field as opposed to straightaway center. Let's see. Danvers has coming up their 3, 4, and 5 batters here in the top of the 5th as Danvers comes to the plate at top of 5 with a 3-0 lead here at Beverly High School. Mike Maroney, Bryce Clark, and Nick Robinson will be the batters for the Falcons. Mike Maroney has a strikeout and reached on an error and has scored a run. Bryce Clark has a ground out and a base hit. Nick Robinson has reached on an error and struck out.
All right, so got Maroney up at bat now. You know, usually, you know, coming in, we were worried that Maroney was pitching because he's a pretty good pitcher out there, but he's got a run in the game, played a nice third base.
And can't fault his teammate who is yet to let a run cross the board.
Yeah.
Maroney and Zemagis formed a nice 1-2 punch there for the Falcons last year.
And that ball's outside, ball 3. Again, the wind picking up. The wind, it dies down, then it picks up, and that's going to be ball 4. That ball went under the backstop.
And it's rolled up to the broadcast booth.
Yeah. So that'll show you how hard he threw that ball, that it came up only about 15 feet away from us.
And this might be it for Graham. Coach Cahill's out there. Yeah. No, looks like...
Just talking to him, seeing how he feels. Candlesticks are a nice gift.
Umpire going up. Well, that is the end. Maybe...
Okay, that's it.
Well, it wasn't giving Micah any time to warm up, so...
Yeah, McMahon is coming
out of right field.
Yeah. All right, so Graham's going to come out, and we're going to see a replacement out in right field. And that's going to be Mikey O'Leary as I lose all my papers. You could probably hear my papers flying all over the place, too.
Yeah, last time they did that, Graham went out to right. We were kind of scuffling trying to figure out who was in right field.
All right, so I was able to confirm that Beckett Wardowski is Chris Wardowski's kid.
Rich, I know you always pride yourself on accurate reporting as well as accurate speculation, so that was very, very good. Doing your homework. Mike is going to come in here in the 5th and try to keep things close here for the Panthers. Looking for, going to need a late rally here as they face a 3-0 deficit for those of you just tuning in. Micah and Graham have pitched the bulk of the innings along with Charlie Salerno so far this season. Braden Haley up from the JVs through a couple of innings against Masconomet on Monday, as did Connor Conley. And I'm not sure that, other than those 5, if anyone else has thrown so far this season. Want to give a BevCam shout out to Micah's parents and Philly, grandparents who are always tuning in and watching to see their grandson.
Yeah, and again, Al, as we always say, this is one of the great things about BevCam. We're able to bring these games to people all over who have access to not just BevCam on cable, but YouTube. You can watch these guys stream these games live. Throwing over.
And you'll also be able to go back and see the youth lacrosse players of Beverly coming across the camera and heading across to the field, waiting after the varsity girls are done.
Yeah, they're probably showing up for practice that's going to start a little bit later than normal because of the rain. Micah, the lefty, is able to hold the runner a little bit better. Get a strike there.
Rich, we have the NFL draft tonight coming up.
Is that tonight? I thought it was tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Today's Wednesday. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Rich, we have the Bruins and Celtics coming up tonight.
Right. And
both at 7.
We don't have, Al, we don't have Dom's draft expertise. His NFL acumen. Grooves that in there for a strike.
Looks like we got a full count, I believe.
Yeah,
3 and 2.
I believe so. I think on the scoreboard they might have missed one, but
Dugout might be a little bit
one.
cold.
Yeah.
I got him at 5 pitches, so I think it's 3 and 2.
And he struck him out. Nope. Yep. Yes, he did. Okay.
So in the rare instance where we're right and the scoreboard's wrong, we have the first out of the inning.
Yeah.
That brings up Nick Robinson, the DH.
Throwing over. Robinson reached on an error and had a K in his previous at-bats. Another throw over.
Rich, I'm just thinking about the geometry of the throw over from the mound. I know you're a history teacher and not a math teacher.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that throw is longer than 60 feet 6 inches.
Yeah, I would say so.
So why doesn't that count as a pitch?
Right, you can throw over as many times as you want. It doesn't count for anything.
Just amusing I had as I was trying to stay warm.
I've actually thought about that too with the whole pitch count thing. If a kid throws the ball over, you got to wonder, fly ball right field, that's going to be trouble. That ball's going to get down, but it's foul.
Boy, oh boy, that ball, that wind, like I said, really moved, blowing from left to right.
Micah really benefited from the wind on that pitch.
I think that ball started out, for the folks at home, even with the scoreboard, maybe the left edge of the scoreboard from where we sit behind home plate. So that's a good 35, 40 feet that ball was blown.
Yeah, Al, I'm trying to figure out the math on that. I want to say it's about 120 feet between bases. Ground ball, slow. Throw over to second. They get
him. Nice play.
Nice play by Connor.
Rich, the distance between bases is actually 90 feet.
Right. But between third base and first base, it's longer than 90 feet.
You didn't say that. You said the distance between bases.
No, I'm sorry. I meant between third.
And nothing else, I'm literal.
Thank you. I do appreciate that for helping me clear that up. 2 outs now.
Well, I did have the disclaimer that you're a history teacher, not a math teacher.
That's true. Beckett Wodarski, the sophomore, I just got a little information from his dad as I texted him. And I did confirm that is Chris Wodarski's kid. Ground ball is short, third, and he gets him at second. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 for Micah.
Yeah, Micah with 10 pitches, doing what he was asked to do, coming in relief of Graham Gavin and stop any further scoring by Danvers. Really nice job there.
Yeah.
And also a nice job on both of those ground balls by Connor Conley. A couple of 5-4 fielder's choices.
Yeah. Al, when earlier in the game, the wind was blowing from left to right. Now, it's blowing right into our faces. Kind of straight,
Yeah, I thought
coming
it's
from
changed
center
again. Right at the beginning, before the rainstorm came, it was blowing straight in.
Right. Yeah.
Then it was just until right now. Really,
Yeah.
it was left to right. It changed since that last at bat because I
Yeah.
think that's what pushed that ball up.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That ball that was hit to right field was pushed by the wind.
So if that's the case, does that mean we're heading for some more rain?
Well, I look out at the sky, and it is a possibility, but I don't think we're looking at clouds that are quite as bad as what we endured at the beginning of the game.
And we did endure, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no meteorologist. I'm no Al Caprellian. But, you live here long enough, you can read the clouds a little bit.
Well, being a Gloucester guy,
Yeah, but I was never actually a fisherman, so. only a high school, high school nickname, but.
Only when I played in high school.
Yeah, not profession. The fishing industry wasn't quite what it was by the time I was old enough.
John Reyes leading off the bottom of the fifth as the Panthers are chasing 3 runs. Let's see, John just his second at bat flew out to left field. I don't know if he, was not a first pitch strike, so the Panthers did not have 1 pitch and 1 out
Right,
here.
yeah.
For
2-0. Widarski losing that efficiency that we had seen in the past few innings. 2-0.
I was waiting for the immaculate inning there. That's
going to be a base hit for Reyes. He's cut off by the right fielder, holds him at first.
Crisply struck
Yes.
to the right side by John Reyes to give the Panthers is this the third time they've had the first runner? Third time that they've had the leadoff guy on base.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they can break through here. Mike Giello had a base hit last time up.
Throwing over, got him leaning. Ooh.
That was that nice ball to right field that Connor Connolly was thrown out at home plate on. But it was hit sharply by Mikey into right.
Fly ball center field, wind's blowing. It could do all kinds of stuff to it. But he makes the play. Center field did a nice job there. F8 for an out. Jonah Bellew now. Again, things just moving along swimmingly for Widarski. Efficient pitching, just so you know, he's around the strike zone. Not many walks. He's only got 1 walk, 2 walks. In there for a
Ooh,
strike.
breaking ball.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a ton of breaking balls today.
Now he's been working that fastball on the corners, keeping him off balance, getting a lot of ground balls. He's got that slide step. That's a ball.
Looked like a pretty good pitch from up here.
I know. Bellew taking the sign from third base. Throwing over. Try to get him leaning. He does have 1 pickoff this game. First batter of the game, first runner of the game. Screws that in for a strike. So, Al, with a 3-0, 3-0 lead, or deficit if you're Beverly, you're probably not going to see them running as much as they like to. He steps off. But, a kid like Reyes, he's a pretty quick step out there.
Yeah, you got to balance off the risk with staying out of a double play, right?
Yeah.
Trying to force something in, try to break the ice for the Panthers, and he's going as we speak. A nice throw.
Gets it, he's in there. Safe.
I think the wind might have pushed that throw back.
Yeah, maybe so. It's almost like Coach Cahill's listening to us, Al.
Mic'd up.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I hope that's not true.
Well, I hope he's not taking his pointers from us at least, Coach, you do the strategy. You don't need to listen to us.
I think that's. Well, so that was a
2-2.
That was a strikeout of Jonah.
Oh, I guess so.
Oh, he struck out when he stole the base.
Oh,
because we have Danny
missed
Pierce up then with 2 outs.
So we missed that. Pierce drops the ball to right field. No, and that's going to end the inning. All right, so we might have missed a pitch or so in there. That's going to end the inning. Wadarsky just moving along pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know that I missed the pitch. I just missed that it was a strikeout.
Right.
I got
we were
9
watching
pitches for that inning.
Yeah,
now he's at 57. Any inning, I could always miss a pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's the second time today we've kind of missed a strikeout.
Yeah, I know. So, again, if you're listening to us and we say a pitch count, that is not the official pitch count. So don't base anything off of what we say. Just we're just along for the ride, like you, the viewer. We're essentially just 2 guys watching a baseball game and adding a little bit of commentary in between.
And chatting inanely about various subjects. Trying to amuse the BevCam Sports Network audience.
Yeah. We won't be doing any sets off cabin. Just put that.
That is for certain.
Which, by the way, Al, is quite the treasure here in Beverly to be able to see comedy shows with some pretty good acts. I mean, I've seen some national acts there, and I've been able to see some of them, but also see that they have some well-known names. I mean, some of them might be a little bit beyond, the prime, Bobcat Goldthwait type, but.
Yeah, and around the corner, obviously, the same outfit, Cabot Cinema, bringing in some great acts. And at the end of May, I believe, Tedeschi Trucks.
Yes, well, don't talk about that. That's the members only.
Well, the secret's out, though, because I saw it advertised on the Signal News.
That's the members only show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the secret members-only show, the double secret probation show.
Yeah, so if you're not a member, sorry, guys.
Well, if you become a member, you'll be able to get tickets.
Fly ball.
Way up there. And that
center
ball
field,
is,
right behind the base, and the second baseman makes the play.
Wow. That hung up there for a long time.
For quite some time. Yeah, so it's this isn't just about baseball; it's about the community. So we can talk about
the arts,
some of the arts that we have,
the weather,
as we treasure the art,
comedy, music, baseball, geometry.
What more could you like? We'll throw a food review in there at some point.
Okay. Micah McManus continues to pound the zone, gets out ahead with a first pitch strike. This number 11. Is this a pinch hitter, Rich?
I believe it is. We'll have to take a look to our roster and find out who that is. Go to the Game Changer app.
2 healthy cuts there, though, or that last cut, I should say, was very healthy. Looks like Micah took a little something off of that one.
This is Adrian Lopez. Work that one into the scorebook.
That is
strike.
Outstanding pitch. Painted the black on that.
Sound like Mick Jagger there for a second. Painting it black. It's not a red door, though. All right, so we got Greg Soames coming up with 2 outs. Number 9 batter. Micah in there for a strike.
For those of you just tuning in, Danvers leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the top of the 6th. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't have the scoreboard cam for you. We had a bit of an issue with the squall there earlier in the game. First inning of the game. 1-1's the count. But hey, we got to give Chris Harvey, our producer, a lot of credit for getting everything back together after the storm came through. Strike 2, the foul ball.
And Josh, our cameraman, weathering it with us here.
Yeah, he's probably pretty cold too. He was out here in the rain longer than we were. You know, you and I felt the raindrop, Al, and we can see.
I see it's the wind.
You can feel the rain coming on us again. Getting some drops, struck him out, and that'll end the inning.
Another 10-pitch inning.
Okay,
for
not
Micah.
too bad, yeah. All right, so that'll end that inning. Micah with 2 strikeouts that inning, 1 in the last inning. We're feeling some raindrops, but I don't think it's going to be quite what we saw last inning. The beginning of the game when the squall came through and just drenched everything. This one, I think this rain will pass through.
Yeah, we
A
got
few
the sun
sprinkles,
poking out, too.
not too
Maybe
much.
we'll see a rainbow.
Yeah, could be.
Game's only an hour and 50 minutes old, despite the rain delay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so when you actually think about gameplay, we're probably
is going
talking about
fast.
an hour and a half.
as the Panthers are going to send the top of the order, 2, 3, 4 up in the top of the 6th. Devin Koloski, the center fielder, followed by Casey McGrath, the third baseman, and Charlie Birthday Boy Salerno, the left fielder. Gonna have to see this part of the order, put some runners on, put the pressure on, and see if they can break through what so far has been a masterful shutout performance by the sophomore. You told me
The
from
sophomore,
Danvers.
yeah. So they got the battery right here. I believe both the pitcher and the catcher are sophomores. So the future's bright for this Danvers squad. They try to get into the win column.
That's
Devin
it well.
drives it, and that's going to drop in for a hit.
Beverly again, first pitch swinging. I feel like Devin hit that a lot harder than it traveled as the wind worked to his advantage there, I believe. That is really blowing in straight away right now.
So that's the 4th hit for the Panthers today. Casey McGrath up. Let's see, Koloski's maybe gone. That ball's outside. Breaking ball. Not going to go on that first pitch. Let's see what happens. See if Casey can get ahead on the count here. Oh, hits that ball high. And that's going to be...
Some fans are in trouble there.
Oh. All right, so the fans, you got to pay attention here. There's all kinds of stuff going on. If you look out to left field, all kinds of stuff happening there. We got a lacrosse game going on Frank Forty Field. And again, a multi-purpose sports complex here. I'd love to see it. And, if they talk about putting lights here, it can be even more multi-purpose.
Yeah, especially in the fall, Rich, when it gets dark early and soccer games are shortened and field hockey games are shortened.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult.
Early part of the baseball season, you get that too. As we saw that Gloucester game got called because of the darkness. And you wouldn't have that issue if you put lights on both the baseball field and the multi-purpose field here. And he walks
Looks at ball 4, and the Panthers have something cooking here, Rich.
Yeah. Although, Al, I hear that if they do put lights, they won't be putting them on the baseball field.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plans are.
Yeah, I don't know what the cost-effectiveness of trying to do it all at once, maybe add lights on the baseball field at the same time, but I don't think that's part of the plan.
You know, one of the things with baseball, Rich, as you say, maybe the very beginning of the season, but you got to remember that game against Gloucester went 10 innings.
That's true.
And baseball at this time of year, there's plenty of daylight. I think it's really that, fall season.
Yeah.
the way the climate's gone, you could be out there in the winter practicing at,
No kidding.
at 4 o'clock for, the
Yeah.
your spring season. Well, I guess that's against MIA rules, so scratch that.
Right. Nobody does anything like that at
But,
all in the state of Massachusetts. Yeah, not. You wouldn't see anything like that in a place like North
Could
Reading or
raise some
something.
revenue and rent it to club soccer or lacrosse or
Right.
something.
Oh, yeah. And he walks him.
Oh, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, he's kind of lost his control. We do have some action in the bullpen.
And, Rich, we have no way of knowing how many pitches, he's used to throwing, how much he's thrown. Really don't have a lot of statistics on him. But, that brings him up to 67 pitches.
Yep.
He also, weathered a little delay. It's getting chilly out. Like you say, he's a sophomore. Still growing, still getting stronger. So we got a lot of factors here.
Yeah, we got Joe Nugent warming up in the bullpen. But just a little conversation between the coach and his battery. And get back to it. Bases loaded now.
Big spot for
outs.
Connor Conley.
Yeah, no outs. Connor Connolly here. Looking to put the ball in play.
Connor has reached on a walk and grounded out.
Danvers not playing back. They're willing to give up the run to get an out here. Maybe try to get a double play if they can. And that's a strike.
Well, the talk worked. Got a strike out of the talk. Trip to the mound.
It's probably something as simple as just throw a strike. Yeah, that always works. Oh, got him. Got him on the elbow. That'll bring in a run. Connor picks up an RBI with a piece of his arm. That'll make it 3-1. There's a breaking ball. Now we got Micah McManus, who's on the mound. Micah wanted to help himself out here. He's not the pitcher of record just yet,
but he can make himself.
He's trying to make himself be that, yeah. Ground ball, that's going to get a run in.
And he
out
moves
at
runners
first
along.
with the fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice. Actually, not a fielder's choice. 3 unassisted for those scoring at home.
Right.
With an RBI.
That's right. But
makes it 3-2, and not only that, Rich.
Got himself an RBI.
He moves 2 more runners up, and now we have runners on second and third with 1 out.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings up John Reyes, who sharply singled his last at bat to lead off last inning.
Now the infield's in. That ball's upstairs.
Yeah, with no chance of turning a double play and first base open, they're going to try to hold a runner if John hits on sharply at an infielder.
And it's also a 1-run game, so try to keep that tying run on third. Outside, ball 2.
Also increases the chances that a ground ball can get through with the infield in.
That is true. Fly ball foul. Out of play. 1-2. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jonathan Reyes up. Reyes had a single his last at-bat. Trying to repeat that. Ball 3. Mikey Giello on deck. See a little bit more blue sky out there with the wind still howling. That ball's upstairs for a walk. Loads them up again. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be making the call to the bullpen. Joe Nugent's going to come in. Rudarski was pretty efficient through the first 5. Lost a little bit of control there in this 6th inning.
Yeah, I had him with 18 pitches for the inning to finish up at 75 pitches. And as you say, his control had been good, but 3 walks in the inning.
Yeah.
And it was a solid outing, but runs into a little difficulty in the 6th.
Yeah.
It was 5 solid innings in there, so... got to take the positive away here. And Nugent, who, what's his first name, Rich?
Joe Nugent.
Joe Nugent. I believe that was one of the players that Coach Levine identified that will be playing for the Beverly
I believe
boys.
You're right. I do remember that.
The Beverly boys of summer, post 3-3-1.
So we got bases loaded when we come back with the action as the relief pitcher comes in. 1 out. Mikey Giello coming up. Giello had a base hit that looked like it was going to score a run until Danvers had a great relay to throw the runner out at home. He's got a fly ball to center field, which should be able to get a run in if he can repeat that. So pretty much if Giello could do anything that he had done previously in the game, the Panthers could tie this up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the defensive alignment in the outfield with the way the wind's blowing. Center field still looks a bit deep to me, but
yeah, I think you're right.
But we shall see.
So Al, you got 1 out, bases loaded. Looks like the infield's playing in to try to cut the runner down. Not looking to play for double play here. Looking to cut the runner out, kind of cut him down.
So you're asking me if I would counteract that with the suicide squeeze?
No, I'm asking you, would you do the same, or would you have the middle infield playing for 2?
I would have the corners up, and I'd have the middle infield back.
Yeah, okay. But we're not seeing that just yet. Now, they might move. He's still warming up, so they might realign things. Now, as you mentioned that, okay, now you're talking about the squeeze play. Would you do that?
No. Not here.
No, especially with it being a force play, right? I mean, you can always... Well, the pitcher can get it, can flip it home.
Well, if it's executed right, he's not going to have it, but, you know...
Yeah, that's true.
I would say in this situation, with the way that Mike swings the bat, being your DH, with 1 out late, you got a chance to really do some damage here.
And fouls that one off. 0-1's the count now. Now, the other thing you got to look for is a pass ball.
Absolutely. Good speed on third base for Charlie Salerno.
Breaking ball outside, and there it is. Boy,
you are clairvoyant, Mr. Francis. He does it again. What is going on with you, son?
And this is live, folks. We're not calling this game on a delay or anything, just so you know. Okay, so that ties the game up.
I was going to say that Charlie is among the North Shore leaders in stolen bases, so he does run well. It is now a tie ball game with 2 runners in scoring position, and they're still up.
Oh, almost got him.
Almost hit there.
Hey, I think he might be thinking I should have.
Why did I move out of the way?
Yeah.
That's how I taught my kids.
And that run will also wipe Graham off as the pitcher of record. Graham Gavin. And strike there.
2-2.
2-2.
Mike Giello hoping to put this ball in play and see if the go-ahead run can be squeezed across.
And he got him on the outside corner. Good, tough pitch right there.
Pitcher's pitch for sure.
Okay, so we got Jonah Bellew coming up, followed by the top of the order. This inning all started with a base hit by Devin Koloski, followed by a couple of walks, a couple other things.
Jonah takes that one outside.
Swing and a miss. Sun's shining brightly now.
The wind's blowing chillily. Is that a word?
It is now. Strike 2. Second and third, 2 outs. 2 strikes on the batter. Breaking ball outside. Can't bring it in. 2-2.
Nice pitch.
Yep, 2-2.
Strike zone's been a little bit wide, so that's a good idea right there. Jonah's going to have to protect that outside part, though.
And just ignore the camera that you just walked by there. What was that? And he struck him out. All right, but at the end of the 6th inning, it's all tied up. It's a ball game, folks.
Yeah, Beverly plates 3 to make it 3-3 after 6 full.
So both teams going to bring up their top of the order. Micah McManus
is not going out there. It's going to be Charlie Salerno.
Yeah, well, they got a couple more games. They got to worry about, got to keep pitch counts down and stuff.
Yeah, they have Saturday. They have to finish the Gloucester game, then play a full game.
Yep. And the other thing you have to, obviously Micah pitched 2 innings, but Micah
only threw 20 pitches.
Yeah, Micah's able to kind of come in at any notice. Charlie, a bit more of a starter type. Might need a little more time to warm up.
Micah struck out 3, walked 1, and did not give up a hit, and just faced 7 batters with 20 pitches.
Yep.
So a very tidy, efficient, and well-needed relief performance that allowed the boys to get back in the game. So essentially we have a one inning game right now, Rich, 3-3 after 6 full.
Yeah, and I don't think we have to worry at the moment, anyway, of game being called due to darkness. Got plenty of sunlight out here right now. And it looks like it's clearing up. I don't think we're going to have to worry about rain anymore, at least throughout the game. We might get a little rain later in the night, but the temperature is also supposed to drop really quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, freeze warning in effect.
Yeah. So that's the third season that we'll be
experiencing.
Yeah.
Right now with the sun, it does feel like fall.
Yeah.
Windy.
Sun's helping us out a little bit, keeping us a little bit warmer anyway. The wind's not doing much to help us with that, but when I left the house to come here, it was one of those, I might not have to wear a jacket today, but that changed in about 15 minutes when the clouds rolled in.
Micah is back in left field, I'm noticing, after his stint on the mound.
Yeah, so who is in left field? Can't tell.
It's a lefty.
Yeah.
Is that Mike Giello or no?
Could be. I mean, seeing that Charlie's in the lineup, it probably is Giello. Can't really see that far, though, so we're just going to have to guess. All right, Charlie Salerno. The deal starts off with a strike.
Parker Hamill, the leadoff batter, has struck out, has doubled, and has flown to center field.
Crew Chief Tim Hesse joining us here in the booth.
Down with his Bruins jersey on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's
getting ready for tonight.
Fly ball, that's going to be out of play. Yeah, Tim's a big hockey guy. Calls the hockey games over at Bork Arena for the Beverly Panthers hockey games.
Tim's one of those versatile guys who works both sides of the camera for the Bev Sports Cam Network.
That's another foul ball. I did notice that Tim decided to come out when the weather got nice.
He's a smart man.
Yeah.
Stay dry.
Yeah. Salerno to the pitch, and ground ball up the middle. Can't get to it. Nobody can get to it, so leadoff batter gets on base with a base hit.
That's amazing. That ball did not hit any part of Charlie's body.
I know. Parker Hamill, he's 2 for 4 today. He's also got a double and a run scored. Kookaroo's up. Probably going to see him square to bunt. Connolly, third baseman, will be coming in a little bit, ready to charge if he needs to. And the square, and gets it down. Connolly's there, but it's foul. Connolly was there to make the play, but looks like Hooker's got decent wheels.
Yeah, he got down that line
That was
fast.
going to be a pretty tough play. And, being left-handed, you get that kind of that extra step out of the box.
If
anyway.
I was Connor, I'd be up and tighter
Yeah.
than I am right now,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I'd be another 3 or 4 steps in.
Yeah, I'd also do that to try to play some mind games with him, too. I mean, it's not like Connor's never seen a hard-driven ball come at him.
Used to it in soccer.
As the soccer goalkeeper, yeah. And can't get that bunt down. Strike 2. Connor can play back a little bit. Although, you never know. If you trust the guy with the stick, you might have him bunt again. Probably not, but...
I'd have him square to bunt and steal him.
Yeah.
Mess everybody up.
And there you go. And he struck him out. Doesn't really matter to Charlie. 1 out. That brings up Mike Maroney. Maroney reached on an error and a walk and a K.
I think I would steal him here and try to get him in scoring position.
Yeah.
He's your leadoff guy, so I have to imagine that he runs well.
Yeah, and I do believe
he has a stolen base
does have
today.
A stolen base, right? Doesn't have much of a lead. Thrown over. I think you take a couple pitches to read the pitcher's motion and see how quickly he gets to the plate.
Take a little something off of that, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Change
Like
up?
a change up. Maroney
That was a
way
good
out
change
ahead
up.
of that.
Good change up. Yeah, he was geared up for the gas for sure.
Changeup can be a very effective pitch. If you can throw it right. That ball's up. Ball 2. Right? That was ball 2? Yeah. 2-1.
2-1, yep.
Runner's going. Ball hit deep.
Wynn gets it.
Wynn knocks it down, and he gathers it in. Runner's going to have to go back to first. High, long fly ball to left field. Left field to Camps under it. Out number 2. This brings up Bryce Clark. Clark had a base hit in the 3rd inning.
And is grounded out to second and struck out 1 for 3 on the afternoon with an RBI.
Throw over. Trying to keep Hamill honest over there at first base. Showing he's got good wheels. Grooves that one in. Well, had some movement on it. 2-seamer, it looked like.
Yeah, I think you're right. Picked up the outside corner, though.
Yeah. Strike 1 on the batter. Fly ball,
That's
left
trouble.
field,
Trouble.
and dives for it. Can't get to it. Runners are going to go to second and third. They're going to hold him at third. Valiant effort over there.
Yeah, that ball coming off the left-handed bat just kept on tailing towards the gap. Started out as heading towards center field. It kept on tailing, and we got an interesting scenario here with the go-ahead run on third and 2 outs.
Yeah, and you got Nick Robinson coming up. He reached his first at-bat on an error. Strikeout and
fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
Number 5 batter. I would think with 2 outs that you're pitching to him instead of loading the bases.
Yeah, you just don't put anything right over the plate.
You don't want to put that pressure on your pitcher to, not have anywhere to put a walk, although Charlie's control's been good.
Mm-hmm. Again, that fly ball, the wind might have done something. Okay, they're going to walk him.
Well,
so
I'll have to take back everything I said.
Yep.
Intentional walk.
Okay. So Wardarski was hitting in that. I can't. Is that Wardarski? I can't tell.
If he's still up, if it's number 8, it is. I think
Yeah.
it is. We'll maybe see after the first pitch.
Yep. And good stop. Yep, that is. That's Nugent. That's Nugent.
That's Nugent hitting. Okay.
So Nugent's going to be hitting here. Good stop by Jonah Bellew to hold. So that's a base hit.
Two RBIs for Chase Redmond.
Yep.
Richmond, sorry.
Yeah, I did that too. Isn't Chase Redmond a
Who is
football
that?
player? I think he's a
Who is
football
that?
player.
Danvers
Picking up
4, right?
4 in it, yeah.
Yeah, 7-3. Scoreboard now caught up. Okay.
All right, so we got a 4-3 game now here in the top of the 7th.
And is this Glowick back in again? Did he re-enter?
Yes, it is Glowing.
Okay.
Yep.
So he re-entered.
So it's a 4-run lead now for Danvers. They had fought back. Fly ball right field. Wynn's going to mess with it a little bit, and he reels it in. That'll end the inning. After 4 runs scored, a couple errors, and Danvers takes the lead now, 7-3. So the Panthers got their work cut out for them. They scored 3 in the last inning, and you're going to have the leadoff guy, Danny Pierce, coming up. So
yeah, work's to be done. Hard luck there.
Yeah,
seemingly going to get out of the inning, but, baseball's a funny game.
Yeah. So you got Pierce coming up, and the 3 guys after him all scored last inning. So the Panthers want to, do that again and one more.
Danvers looking for their first win of the season. They have to get, though, the 3 hardest outs in baseball.
Yep. All right, so we got Joe Nugent out on the mound. He came in last inning in relief for Beckett Wodarski.
And he stands to get the win, right? If he can.
Yes. He is now the pitcher of record.
As is Charlie Salerno for the Panthers. All right, this is a time, tough stuff here in any baseball game like that when you claw your way back in and work so hard to tie it up and then have it get away from you in the top of the 7th. But this is where the resiliency and mental toughness shows. So let's see if our boys can rally here and
see what we can get done.
Like you said, they were down 3-0 going into the 6th. So
yeah, they already showed some grit in that inning. So see if they can do that again and then some. It's in there for a strike.
No, catches the outside corner there.
Breaking ball in the outside corner. Strike 2. Nugent looks like he's got an array of pitches. Breaking ball, strike 3. That's quite the bender there, Al.
Yeah, it sure was. A lot of movement on there. A lot of movement on there, so. Brings up Devin Kolosky, who got things started last inning. Let's see if Devin can do this again.
Yeah.
Senior captain.
Ball outside. Yeah, Devin had a base hit that started it all last inning. He scored that first run in the inning. Foul ball.
Healthy hack there.
Yeah, 1-1's the count. Casey McGrath on the on-deck circle.
Whoa, what a bender.
Ooh, boy.
Wow.
Can't give up on the pitches with this guy, huh?
I think they're wind-aided. Wouldn't count if it was track.
Right, yeah. 1-2's the count. Breaking ball, Devin
nice
fights
job.
it off. Maroney with the play, throws him out.
Quality play over there by Mike Maroney, showing off that arm.
3. Okay. 2 outs. Panthers down to their last out here. Casey McGrath looking to keep it going. Casey walked, he walked his last at-bat. Was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat and a strikeout. That ball's away. Ball 1. Nugent out there dealing. Strike one. 1-1's the count. Casey didn't like that pitch. And you know what? He didn't need to swing at it. 1-1's the count. Yep, and that'll hit him. And Casey keeps it going.
His second HBP
Second HB,
and
yeah.
third batter to be hit today.
That'll bring up Charlie Salerno. He's the pitcher of record now for the Panthers. Not holding the runner here. Since he's not going anywhere. Drives that ball to right field, and he's got it. And that's going to end the ball game, folks. 7-3, Danvers Falcons pick up their first win of the season. So while he did not get the win, Beckett Wardowski pitched a heck of a game for Danvers. Graham Gavin pitched a pretty good one too.
Yeah,
had some tough luck there early in the game, and then Charlie, Micah McManus came in, pitched pretty good 2 innings, and then Charlie Salerno again, a little tough luck, didn't get everything he needed.
Yeah, it was a game that we saw a little bit of everything. We saw weather. We had a delay. We saw what was looking like a solid 3-0 lead for Danvers. Great resiliency from the Beverly boys coming back and tying that and getting the hometown faithful up here, and then having it snatched away just 1 out away from being able to go tied in the 7th. And Danvers capitalized, and one of the things that's always true about baseball, Rich, when you're not hitting the cover off of the baseball and scoring a lot of runs, your mistakes really get amplified,
really
and
does.
that's really what happened today. So, great job for the guys to come back. They're down 3-0 and tie it back up. But at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of disappointment in the black and orange.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So, again, with that done, we had all kinds of craziness going on, the crazy weather and all that kind of stuff. And so we're going to call it a day today. We'll be back here Saturday.
But not live.
Most likely not live.
Okay,
just
should be,
check in if you can, but most likely not live. We'll be here to finish off the game against Gloucester. Game's tied in the 10th inning, so we'll see how long that lasts, but you'll be able to pick up that at some point. And then we'll be back next Thursday here for another baseball game, and Al and I will be doing the softball game on Wednesday.
So make sure you join us for that. I think it's the first one that's been done, and I don't know ever, but certainly this year.
So, you got a full schedule coming up ahead. Take a look at BevCam's website to see what's going on. And so we'll call it a day today. Danvers Falcons 7, Beverly Panthers 3. I'm Rich Francis along with Al Visnick. We'll see you later.
Good night.